Hi, grade 2, how are you? Our session today will be about time, introduction about time. We're gonna learn today how to read the clock and what are the hands in the clock. Okay, first thing, at your home, you will see that the clock in your home contains a small or short hand and long hand. Small or short hand and long hand. We call the small or the short hand the hour's hand. The hour's hand. We call the short hand the hour's hand. And we call the long hand the minute's hand. So the short one, we call this the hour's hand. And the long one we call this the minute's hand. Okay, how can we read the clock? Before we get to start, I want to say that between each number in this clock we have 5 minutes. So the time, if you want to remove the hour hand from 2 to 3, it will take, sorry, if you want to remove the minute hand, for example, from 12 to 1, it will take 5 minutes to start from 12 and ends on 1. Okay, uh, the hands on the clock always go from the right, going down and going up and going right again. Okay, this is the orientation for the hands on the clock. Okay, how can we read the clock? If we want to read the clock, for example, I will start to look at the hour hand. The hour hand points to 2. Here, the hour hands here points to 2. So I can read this 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. For example, if you point the hour hand on 4, we can read this 4 o'clock. So if you saw the minute hand on 12, directly we're gonna read this as o'clock. Okay, so this is means 4 o'clock. This is means 7 o'clock. Okay, this is means 8 o'clock. Always the word o'clock related to 12. If you saw the minutes hand on 12, directly we're gonna read this as o'clock. Okay, so if you want to read this, it will be 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. It's exactly 9. The meaning of 9 o'clock means exactly 9. Meaning of 10 o'clock, it means it's exactly 10. Exactly 10. The meaning of 1 o'clock, it means it's 1 exactly. Exactly 1. How can we read this? It will be 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. So if you want to read, you are gonna start to read uh, the hour hands. We're gonna start from the hour hands. Look at the hour hands points to what? It points to 3. So we're gonna see 3 o'clock. Why o'clock? Because the minute hand points to 12. And we said if the minute hand points to 12, that means we're gonna read it as o'clock. 3 o'clock. Okay, 4 o'clock. 5 o'clock. 6 o'clock. Okay, 7 o'clock. Okay, and we can write 7 o'clock like this. 7, 2 points, 0, 0. This means 7 o'clock. And if you wrote, for example, like this, that means 8 o'clock. And this one means 10 o'clock. And for example, this one means 11 o'clock. Okay? Okay, we said that the words, for example, 1 o'clock means the hour hand on one. For example, if I read like this, 1, 0, 0. Yeah, the number on the left side refers to the hour's hand. So I can read this like 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. No more minutes or no less minutes. Okay? It will be 1 o'clock, which means number one here and this refers to the hours. Okay? Refers to the hours. Okay? And these two zeros refers to the minutes. Okay? So if you want to draw the clock, the hands on the clock, you're gonna start to read. This is 1 o'clock. This is for the hour, and this is for the minute. This is for the hour hand, and this is for the minute hand, which means I'm gonna start to draw the hour hand. The hour hand points to one, which means I will gonna draw the short hand points to one. Okay, what's the meaning of these two zeros? These two zeros means it will be 1 o'clock. It's exactly one. The minute hand will point on 12, which means we can read this 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. Okay? The left number means the hours and the right number means the minutes. Type. For example, I want to say that mm, I want to write, for example, 5 and 0, 0. Now we said the left number here refers to the hours and the right number here refers to the minutes. This is for the hour hand and this is for the minute hand. I want to draw the hands on the clock, so I will read 5 o'clock. We can read this as 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. 5 means I'm gonna draw the hour hand. I'm gonna draw the hour hand points to 5. Where's 5? The hour hand will be the short one. This is the hour hand. And the minute hand, I will draw it refers to 12. Why 12? Because the two zeros means here the minute hand refers to 12. So the two zeros here means the minute hand refers to 12. Okay? We learned how to draw the hands and read the clock for the 1 hour. We can read this as 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. طيب, I can say this one. We can read this as 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. I want to write it. So I will write 8, start with the hours. We said the hours always be on the left. Okay, o'clock means, we said 12 means two zeros. So we're gonna make in the minutes two zeros. We can read this 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. Okay. Okay. If I say that I have the clock like this, the clock will be like this. Okay. How can we read this clock? It's not 2 o'clock. We said the word o'clock means it will be 12. طيب, how can we read the minutes hand? Okay, the hour hands here refers to a number after 2, but it didn't reach 3, which means it's still 2. Okay, the hour hands here moved for a small distance, so it's between 2 and 3, but it didn't reach 3, which means it's still 2. Okay, how can we read the minutes? Okay, let's start to write the hours. The hour hand here refers to 2, not 3. Why? Because the hour hand between 2 and 3, it didn't reach 3, which means still in 2. So we're gonna write 2. Okay, 2 points. How can we write the minutes? we said that if the minute hand pointed on 12, it will be two zeros, right? But here the minute hand points on 6, points to 6. So, what should I do? How can we read the clock? Yeah, do you see the outline numbers? The outline numbers. Yeah, between each number in this clock, 5 minutes. The minutes, okay? We do you remember when we said this is space for the minutes? Yeah, and this is the minute hand. So if you want to read the minute hand, you have to keep counting by 5 until you reach the minute hand. How? We're gonna start from here. Here we have the first 5. Between 12 and 1 we have 5 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 minutes. Okay, and between 1 and 2 we also have 5 minutes. So each time we're gonna skip count by 5 until we reach number 6. Okay, and this is the third 5. Okay, and from 3 to 4 we have also 5 times. Between the number and the second number will be always 5 minutes. Okay, it will be the same minutes, like this. So I want to read the minutes hand here refers or points to, to what? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, which means that our hand here means 2, and the minute hand refers or points to 30. 2 and 30. So if the minute hand moved, that means I will skip count by 5 starting from 12 until I get to the minute hand. Okay, to make it easy, we know that 12, read it as a clock, and if you want to write the minutes for the 12, it will be, for example, two zeros. The 6 here always means 30. So if you want to read this clock, it will be 2 and 30. 2 and 30. Number 6 means always 30. And if you cannot remember this, you can start to count from 12 by fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay? Okay, let's try to answer to tell the time. Okay? The first one here. Yeah, to read this clock, we have to know where is the hour hand and the minute hand, because we're gonna start to read the clock from the hour hand. The hour hand, we said it's the short hand, and the minute hand, it's the long hand. So if you want to read the clock or to write the time, we're gonna start to write or to see the hour hand here points to what? The hour hand here points to 3. Okay, 2 points like this, and the minute hand refers to 12. Do you remember when we said 12 means two zeros? So if I said write the time, don't write 3 and 12 like this. No, it's wrong. Okay, the 12 here means two zeros. That means it will be 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. Okay, and here it will be 6 o'clock, because the hour hand refers to 6 and the minute hand refers to 12, so it will be 6 o'clock. Okay, and here the hour hands pointed to 9, 2 points, and the minute hand points to 12, which means I'm gonna write two zeros. We can read this as 9 o'clock. Okay, and this, the hour hand pointed on 2, which means I'm gonna write 2 points. The minute hand refers to 12, which means I'm gonna write two zeros. We can read this as 2 o'clock. Okay, here the hour hand refers to 10, and the minute hand refers to 12, which means I'm gonna write 2 0. Don't write Okay, don't write 12. Okay, the hour hand here refers to 7, so I'm gonna write 7, 2 points. The minute hand refers to 12, which means I'm gonna write 2 zeros. Okay, try to make these 3 with yourself. Okay, how can we read this clock? We said that we're gonna start to look at the hour hand. The hour hand here points to between 3 and 4. 3 and 4. It didn't reach 4 yet. It's out from 3 going to 4. It didn't reach 4 yet, which means still 3. Okay? Still 3. Okay, how can I read the minute hand? We said that, remember, number 6 always in the minutes means 30 minutes. But if you don't know, you can start to count by 5, starting from 12 to 1 until you get to reach to the minute hand. Like this: 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, which means the hour here points to 3 and 30. Okay, and here we're gonna start to write the hour. The hour hand here refers to number between 6 and 7, so it's going out from 6 and going to 7. That means it didn't reach 7. It didn't reach 7, still 6. That means I'm gonna write 6, 2 points. Huh. The minute hand here refers or points to 6. We said that 6 means directly 30. So the time here 6 and 30 minutes. 6 and 30 minutes. Okay? Okay, let's write the time here. We're gonna start to write the hours first. Okay, the hours first. The hour hand here points to between 9 and 10. It didn't reach 10, so it's still 9. Okay, it didn't reach 10 yet. It's still 9. So we're gonna write in the hours 9, 2 points. The minutes here, the minutes hand here points to 6, which means I'm gonna write 9 and 30. 9 and 30. Okay, let's try to answer this. We have the hour and the minutes. The hour hand, we're gonna start with the hour hand. The hour hand here points to number between 2 and 3. It didn't reach 3. We said that the clock always walking like this, right? That means it's going out from 2 and going into 3. It didn't reach 3 yet, which means it's still 2. Okay? The minute hand refers or points to 6, which means directly 30. 2 and 30 minutes. You can finish the whole sheet with yourself, and if you have any question, you can ask me. Thank you, grade 2.